Bing bong. All right, so if you're on YouTube and you can't get on Facebook or Instagram, you can go to REALFAKMEDIA. And make sure you space those. Real Fake Media. If you're not on YouTube and you're on Instagram and not Facebook, and you want to check it out on Facebook, you can go to Real, is the first name, Fake Media, FAKMEDIA is the last name on Facebook. Instagram, Real Fake Media, all one word. So now that we all tripled up and we in motion, I just want to say peace and blessings to everybody. And as I was saying before, I realized I had to get that adjusted a little bit better. My son, Lord Tamar, and I, we've been given the opportunity to experience and learn just how difficult life can be, right? Just by interacting with people, rather it be family, friends, whatever you turn. And this is also a moment that's brought to you by Heineken. This is one of them Heineken moments. You dig? So salute. So dig. My son and I, we've been through some extreme scenarios, man. And where you think it would be people that cared about you based off of hearing such a thing, you find out that that's not really what they do. So a month ago today, I exposed a situation that my son and I had a chance to experience again. And it was a very compromising situation, and I take total responsibility for it. I kind of knew the endangerment that was approaching, but the communication that it was established allowed for me to basically use that information as leverage. Unfortunately, my teammate fell asleep, literally, and I had to take on this damage. But really, it was freeing. I realized it was really an anchor that was released. I was a little touched about losing my urn, you know what I mean? My mom's and my son. I mean, for anybody that chose to find mockery in that, and I'll acknowledge at least one person I know specifically, and it's very weird, but yeah, I'll acknowledge it. But that was a true moment of, and cut. That scene is all over. And I try to establish that awareness to the world, or at least to the peer group that I associate with in the world. And it managed to travel as far as it did. And I will be the first to say, trust me, it wasn't that far. But the distance that it did travel was just far enough for what I'm about to share to take place. So, as you've noticed this year, I've tried to give a heightened salute to my son's mother, Latamra Smith, aka LA Tan. Well, I'll be the first to tell you, I'm taking that offer off the table. And this is for everyone, as a matter of fact. I'm now removing certain offers I presented because that was selfish of me. And I apologize to you all. I'm going to reiterate this as I choose to move forward. I owe you all an apology for trying to be a valuable resource, commodity, friend, loved one, whatever term you've managed to come up with to identify or symbolize the exchange of myself with yourself. I owe you an apology. I really have no business trying to interact with anyone because it causes me to be false. See, as honest as I choose to be and want to be, if I interact with you and you're not performing your best self and I show toleration or anything of that notion, it then co-signs that I'm in agreement, which I'm really not. I'm just trying not to have a discrepancy. But I realized that with my son's mother, with her involvement hands-on, I won't be able to be the professional father I am. So I'm staging right now this moment to say, thank you for everything you have done. Thank you for incubating my seed as agreed upon. And from here, my request is that you go ahead and enjoy how you live your world. You have no access on the avenue anymore. Do whatever slanderous motion or act. And this is for each and every one of everybody you have used. If you know me and you want to say something belligerent and or slanderous, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity. Tomorrow, the offer's off the table. I'll handle those things a little differently. And we don't want to get too slanderous because that can cost. I've learned that as well. So, to my son's godmother, Michelle McLean, I want to say thank you, and I relinquish you. I've taken your energy of awareness that you've given me, and I'm going to respect it. I just want to say thank you. Hey, Lord Tamar, speaking of this young God right now. How you doing, man? How you feel to be free, man? I'm just telling the world about some things, man. So now my son is on here. So now you know it's getting extra crispy. It's real crispy right now. See, my son is with my baby sister, my mother's daughter. And this is our first time kind of really having a chance to build. He's having a chance to meet a portion of his family that not even I had a chance to grow and build with. So I feel very privileged for him. You dig what I'm saying? I have more brothers and sisters from my father. And for some reason, the majority have opted not to interact or communicate. And so for any one of you that are listening, I want to say thank you and stay in your lane. I get it. I get it. I get it. I realize that my son and I, our value rate in your world is very little. So I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone that I attempted to try to access good exchange rates with, whether it be good business, whether it be a good relationship, anything of that notion. Me sharing myself with you, I know my attempt was to be honorable with it. And whatever participation I provided and moving oddly in your comprehension, again, allow me to apologize. I was just maintaining an agreeable exchange rate without exposing how shabby and weak it really was. So just for the record books, at one point in my life, I was the cool whack dude. I was you know what I mean? Check. My brother has been in prison for 15 years. I have a baby brother. He's been in prison for 15 years. His name is Kamal Saw. And he's a magician. He's very intelligent. It's my baby brother. And I love him greatly. And he's written a letter to a gentleman that happened to be, I almost shaft y'all out real quick. Hold on, we ain't doing that yet, baby. But my brother had an opportunity to communicate with a gentleman. And this gentleman is the president of, let me find exactly his term. Give me 1 second, because I want to read something. Well, my brother created some programs in prison that's going to be utilized. And he was in the Columbus Dispatch, April 16th. And all my music's coming right here, all type of sound can be. Hold on, where is it at? I thought I saved it specifically to the side, but I may have deleted it. But I'm going to read this letter that was written about my baby brother and how honored I am of him, what he has accomplished in spite of. This letter is called Even Superheroes Need Help Along the Way. And I know for a year I made that expression. Hold on. It seems that no, you can't be trying to tune it. That's impossible. I hope I'm not knocked off. Yeah. Yeah. So what was that? That phone call distracted me just slightly. But nonetheless, this letter that he wrote is titled "Even Superheroes Need Help Along the Way." Now on the pickup. I know I expressed that for over a year. I expressed that your man's caught an injury, and even though I'm a superhero, it affected me. You know what I mean? I really got injured. You did. So with that being truth to speak, allow me to so honorably read something that's most beautiful. And this is about my baby brother. So let me pay homage as I share a couple things with you. Who would have known that Superman is an inmate? Superman is an inmate named Kamal, a Columbus native. Kamal has been in prison for 15 years after committing a violent crime. Unable to raise his 3 sons, i.e. my nephews, Kamal reached out to me expressing his concerns aimed at gun violence and questions about Columbus, my brother's keeper's initiative. I visited Kamal and he told me about his younger son. My son still sees me as Superman, so I must be that for him when I get out. My son's superheroes in prison. Yeah. Excuse me. Many sons superheroes are in prison and being forgotten, but must still be included in the Columbus we are building. There is much for everyone to offer in our city's growth. The goal of MBK is to expand opportunities for boys and young men of color, termed Black, upon his release. Kamal aspires to be involved in MBK when he rejoins the community to live up to his son's fate. As a father, he mentioned that this was personal for him. Excuse me. Martin Luther King Jr. said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? And that's a pivotal question. That's very pivotal. What are you doing for others? I know people that's in need right now of some real things, and they've been very beautiful to a lot of people. They occurred injury just to go party. They can't even get help just to move some furniture from one location to the next. I know people like that. I know people that know I've been in the city that they say they wanted to see me and interact. I've been here for 30 days and ain't nobody approached me but those that approach me. Everybody's too busy. Everybody's time is tied up. Everybody is, I get it. And I hear you. And I apologize for trying to involve myself in your world. I had no business doing that. That's selfish of me. I mean, I was using that we supposedly be us, but that was selfish of me. So back to what I'm talking about here. What are you doing for others? Yeah. So Kamal has not allowed his mistakes to define him. He remains devoted to making Columbus fair and equitable for all of its residents. Since being incarcerated, Kamal has started a variety of programs to help his peers. These programs include a 24-hour golden rule and a therapeutic drug-based program for inmates with an addiction. See, we're all addicted to something, whether it's whatever or whatever. That's been part of the program, part of your matrix, is to acquire an addiction. That's why people want to know what you're doing, what you're about, so they can figure out an algorithm and implement a science on you that will cause you to become an addict. Yeah. So nonetheless, it says, that's why my colleagues and I are investing $100,000 grant funding for local service organizations dedicated to bridging the opportunity gap for boys and young men of color through MBK. So these programs that my baby brother came up with, they're going to be implemented, and they're going to be started out with a sponsorship of $100,000. Now, I know when we created Illy Avenue and went live on Illy Avenue, and Real Fake Media began to be the visual voice for most that didn't have one, I know that the only request was made was to sow a seed. I identified that some of the tools that were needed in order to perfect and professionalize our skill sets had been compromised due to me saying I love you. And that's an error that I have to control. I must be careful on how I say I love you. It creates injury. I'll further continue. This step will foster community collaboration between folks doing the work in our neighborhoods as we continue to advocate for every single one of our neighbors. Now keep in mind, there's a way that this is being discussed. The neighbors are really, all right, we'll get into that. Stay with me, stay with me. We must live up to the faith of the emerging generation and support the superheroes they believe in, no matter what path brings their fathers home. With the support of local organizations and the willingness to be a hero for our youth, we can each become each other's keeper. Much like superheroes learn in the movies, we cannot save the world alone. We must assemble. We must fight together. This was written by Shannon Hardin, the president of Columbus City Council. This article was written April the 16th, 2018. It was dedicated to my baby brother, the superhero, Kamal. I want you to know I love you, baby bro. I can't wait for you to hit the block because I'm ready for you. And that takes me into my next expression before I let you all get back into your lunch moment. Hold on one second. I'm going to have to go grab my material. Now listen, I'm going to walk away. When I walk away, y'all just listen to the music. That's all I can give y'all right now. You just got to enjoy the music, man. I'm just going to go grab some info now. I'm gonna come right back now. All right. Here, listen to this. Just did this. Oh, I got so much beautiful stuff to talk about. My goodness, it's just so beautiful. All right, let's go with something right here. Let's rock with this. All right, y'all enjoy this. I'll be right back. Let me get some documentation. I'll be right back. All right. Enjoy the music though. All right. And keep in mind, this is brought to you by Heineken, live on Illy Ave. We are Real Fake Media, and we're an international household name. Not only that, we're the freest versions of ourselves. And this is a fact, baby. Yeah, I'll be right back. And he's back, ladies and gentlemen. And he's back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, the bounce back is real. And the tracks is hard. That's hard body karate production right there. You live on Illy. Yeah. Flow sicker, not quicker than me be. Hold up, wait a minute, the game, it really needs me. I'm a different type man, I am old man, y'all really understand how y'all want to hang with the guy with the difficult language. That's what game did. Don't blame him, go figure. He's back in the game, about to see more figures. Discharge him hard, him Lord. You cannot serve two gods, it's only you know. We know how it goes, baby, it all happens. Hit me back for real, y'all know that action. You want to chit chat, call me 443 real fake, B. Yeah, don't put the B in though, it's just 443 real fake. Anyway, that's a track that we're working on. It's something that I'm coming up with. I haven't quite finished it because I'm getting some new sounds. I'm waiting for these plugins to come. But anyways, my brother's coming home from prison soon. And that letter states that he's going to have an early release just based off of what he's done. It's unstoppable. You dig? So now let me share with y'all a couple more things. I had a very disturbing argument with one of my cousins. And I wasn't really trying to argue. I was invited to go see his son play basketball. And then it turned into a whole nother experience. And somehow I was charged for that. Not only was I charged for that, I was insulted and disrespected to the point that our language got crippled. I've been here for 30 days. I've seen my cousin one time, and I'll probably never get to see him again based off of his choice. And that's very disturbing because it seemed loaded. It seemed premeditated or something. So I just want each and every one of you to know, I hear you. I respect you, and I thank you. So one of the things I spoke to my cousin, I'll keep his name anonymous, but one of the things I spoke to him about was things that I'm working on, quite like I've been doing every day since I spoke to the world. A concern into a question that was proposed to me. What will I do at this moment in this particular city to generate money? That was a very vague question, and to try to rush that answer with anguish, I didn't feel like playing that game. So I chose to inform him or trust him. Real fake media, we good money, dude. Like we're good. And it just turned into a very disturbing exchange. I then informed him, well, right now, I'm right on the cusp of concluding my son's trust. This is going to protect us from damages, man. There's a lot of language I had to navigate through. It's a lot of people I had to interact with, a lot of monies I had to spend in order to obtain this information. So let me just show y'all before I get out of here, because I'm done now participating with the slave antics. I get it. The opportunity was given. We all had a moment to be our best selves. It's documented. I asked everyone that I think I knew, let's just do some good business right correctly. For some reason, everyone I know, for the most part, except for a few, and they will be acknowledged in a reasonable way. But for the majority, No más, papa. No interactions, no callbacks, just reasons, and I get it. I got injured, man. You shouldn't bank on me, right? Well, like I told you, I am a private citizen. I am a sovereign man. That means my affairs and how I practice my business and things, it can't be tampered with by no one, not even your so-called government. And these are facts. See, I wanted to protect my son because I had someone that I created into a mother. I slid my penis into a woman and created a child, which gave some titles. And he's absent of family. And it's on all stages. And this little partial little fuckery that y'all think y'all feed my son, we don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not going to let him eat that. That's unfair. So I'm here to be his gauge. I know what's real. I know what's fake. I participated with all of you, every single one of you. So like I said, if you're going to air me out, you better do that. Because I'm about to start talking my thing, and I don't want no interference. So anyway, one of the first things I want to show you is that this is my trust. That's first and foremost. Find out what a trust is so you'll understand what I'm talking about. Then you can overstand, you can understand, you can outerstand, all the different variations that people choose to express whatever synonym portion of the people. And I had to make sure that I wasn't selfish. So, yeah, Lord Tamar himself, he also has a trust. Then I got my third trust. Oh yeah, reflect the light. And just to let y'all know, Minister Dame Lee is the trustee. And that means something. That says a lot. And it also allows me to say, I did the best I could to say, let's get activated. I get it. And see, I was talking to people I thought I knew. I realized that's not a necessary practice indoor art. It's actually feeble. It's a retarded practice I developed because I said I care for the people I said what's up to. And I don't even know how. No, I know how. I was introduced to life very oddly. Growing up without my moms, it allowed me to want to be fair to people because I just felt like that was some unfair shit to me. In the process of that, just the way I was handled in information, discipline, and things of that nature, it made me a dope dude. So I no longer, as a young dude, I no longer was seeking approval from people. I just wanted to perform well and kept watching because of my desire to do our best. People would try to trip me up. They would try to give me hurdles. You know what I mean? Him, her, them, they, those, this, and that, and all that goofy. But look at it. Look at what I've become. The dude that y'all no longer want to interact with, well, I'm free. You can't interact with me that much no more anyway. We don't live in the same type of respect level. We don't live in the same type of awareness. We don't appreciate things parallel. I don't need to be in confrontation with you. You're somebody I said what's up to, and apparently me saying what's up was taken as a negative. So I don't want you to have that sensation. Let me take that back. So for all you that don't want my what's up, give me my what's ups back. Give me my hellos back. I can't take the penis I gave the lady, so y'all enjoyed that. Yeah. So enjoy that. I got a son to raise, and since we're free, that means it's time to grow. I don't have a lot more to talk about. I'm going to take this time. I'm about to fast starting tomorrow. That means Heineken. I'm going to have to set you to the side. That means no shells, no Dutchies, no releasing my liquid light unnecessarily for the form of recreation, knowing we ain't doing nothing else with it. We did, like, nah. So I'm sitting in your space. I'm healthy as shit. and I'm healthy. So now what do? Today is the day that I say goodbye to a lot of people. And I told you early on, this isn't personal. It's just personal. So please, don't make this shit personal. I get it. I get it. Who am I? Who am I? I am Digger Dame Lee. Facts. I'm a gentleman that tried to figure out how to interact with abused people. Trying to figure out how to get some harmony with infected people, scarred people, aggressively mean people, aggressively concerned people. I learned how to become peers with them, associates, friends, and family. Well, I just wasn't that successful at it, but I was very successful at it because I have some valuable people that choose to interact with me and keep me sharp. So when you choose to say that I'm less than who I am based off of how you get nothing out of what you're trying to perform as, just know I don't care about that bullshit. I'm too mature to keep acting like I need to accept your acknowledgement of me as an error. We know each other how again? And we've done what with it? Say what's up for 20 years or something? My own folks abandoned me, y'all. Or so they thought. All I can say is thank you, man. Thank you for showing me how selfish I was, for carrying the mentality of us this long. And it's for all of you. The him, the hers, the them, the days, the those, the this and the that. I ain't got too much more I need to say. I said it. I blessed y'all. It was jewelry. Like I could have all of them every time. Vigilosity could have been books. The projects. Well, people want to know how to get it. Oh, I can say no shit, trying to make it seem sexy and smooth. And it really isn't. It really isn't. So I'm gonna close you down soon. I don't know. I'm gonna probably go live later on again, just to I'll let that portion of life. But thank you. Instagram. We're gonna pick up some momentum. But we better start seeing some more things. Otherwise, it's just no need. And YouTube, since we've monetized you and we haven't put any energy into you, we're going to focus on you because the way that you're designed, you can just touch the world. I don't have to worry about trying to attach myself to some distorted memories. So YouTube, you're relatively going to be a new platform to build and project life from. So if y'all want to catch me once I dismantle Facebook and then I start this Instagram, yeah. So I'll rock with these for a minute till I create my own lane again. I just wanted to say, baby, original clothing 71. Y'all see it, real fake music. It's right here. We done earned our stripes. It's one of the most famous Adidas jackets in the world. It's one of the most famous. This jacket, not just the color red with the white stripe, but this jacket. It's one of the most famous in the world. One of the most famous. Let me get some shout outs real quick. I first want to say to my cousin, Dormaine Carter, aka Coach Lou. I love you, cousin. The man you have grown into, I'm honored to be on your team. I am privileged to run side by side and push the rock back to your hand, man. I thank you for the love that you've shown me and my son. I thank you for sharing your version of intelligence with me the way that you have. And I salute you, beloved. Like, you've been a dope cat ever since we was young dudes, man. And you just matured into that much more of a man. So I salute you. I want the world to know whether they listen or not. So they hear us, but you dope. And my son love you, dude. He love you. Even though you his cousin, he call you uncle. He respects you like that. You know what I mean? I want to give a shout out to Derek Stewart and his wife, Keenan. Yo, cuzzo, all I can say is thank you, man. What you and your wife are doing, you're making Melanation look so beautiful and sexy. You're making it look very wealthy, very honorable. Continue building, continue rebuilding, continue growing, dude. Continue going. You got it. You got it. Like, y'all winning. Y'all winning. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Columbus, a.k.a. Khaleesi, a.k.a. Mans. I want to say what's up to my cousin because as I've been on this movement and to try to close the trust, you know what I mean, to get the trust right where it was supposed to be the right way. You know, my cousin did the right journey, and he was able to direct me once I hit the platform. Like, yo, you was looking for this cat? Yeah, he gonna help you. Boom, boom, boom. So that's why I was able to, within 30 days, free myself from slavery. If you want to be free, you should really get activated and live on where you at. Things are changing. I want to give a shout out to Chico Jenkins. When I first got into the city, Chico welcomed me to his home. He was most gracious to reason with me. And that's like a big brother to me. I don't want to use the term like, so that's a big brother to me. And it's just honorable. Clifton X. Curtis, I want to say thank you. When you saw my situation 1 month ago today, you were the first person to say, yo, I got 4 bedrooms. Which one you want? You did extend that light first, but you didn't know I already had a space and range based off of how I've been investing my life. See, you didn't know the ridicules and the insults, how I'm not doing stuff. See, they were so selfish. They didn't know I was getting the fuck out the way. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to say big up to you, Chief. Big up to you, Clifton. I also want to give an acknowledgement. I spoke to my girl, Gigi Jones, man, and I am humbled that she is still as magnificently awesome as she is, man. We went to the Haven together, and she was a solid material. And she still is. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that she had the courage to contact me and let me know what's going on in the world. Pure humbling. My baby brother, Stacy Thigpen. Seeing you, man, it was honorable. Congratulations on the family. I love what you're doing. You still look preserved and healthy. You know what I mean? So, baby, bro, I'm proud of you, man. And I want to say these things because, like I said, I'm about to not be talking too much next month, starting tomorrow. Like, I don't got too much more to say. I'm about to put my body back together, make sure my mind stay extra crispy, sharp. I'm teaching myself engineering, so the music that you'll hear after this month transitions is going to be something that you've been waiting for. Like, you want to hear this dope shit. You're exhausted, and if you don't want what I'm about to serve you with the team I'm with, then you must claim your parasite practice proudly. Come on, man. Stop being funny every time so much already. But yeah, Stace, I love you, baby, bro. And I thank you for taking a moment out your world to come put your eyes on me, man. I know I haven't seen you or the family in quite some time, but that's what happens in war. You don't get to hang out with shit. So salute to you. I ran into my family, MO, thanks to Capital A. And Mo Jack. Yo, Yo, Mike, I love you, man. I'm proud of you. Dope football coach. Your organization is well ran. ICE is the movement. If you're in the Columbus area and you have a young child that's into sports, especially football, make sure you get at ICE. You dig what I'm saying? They're doing some major things there. I definitely want to give a shout out to that I may create a problem. So let me pause on that one until I identify if I'm allowed to acknowledge them out loud. People that they get in these weird ass relationships, and if you acknowledge them or show appreciation, then they got to go through fucking arguments and fights and accusations, and I don't want to cause that because I'm dynamically unique. I don't want to have any problems. We got about a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I want to holler and give some love to my cousin Terry, always on the move, Smitty Component Smith. The dialogues that we have, our memories of just growing up as children, how we used to get into. Listen, dude, you are such an important relic, if you will, to what I'm trying to express. So I'm looking forward to rebuilding this, cousin. You was there, you was right there. And I heard that your pops came in town and get to see him. So I'm gonna see if he's still here. I'm gonna call my pops, whatever the case is. Who else, real quick, once I give this quick blast to Qmar Afterglow. Qmar Afterglow. All I can say is I love you, man. Ever since you got activated and live on Illy Ave, you have been so stand up, stand out that sometimes I feel a little. I just want you to know you are appreciated. Like, you are part of real fake media in the fabric form, not just popping up on social media, but you have created a space on Illy Ave that you earned by your honor, by your discipline, by your grace. I just want to say thank you, and you are loved and appreciated, and I'm glad to have you as a teammate. You know what I mean? I'm so fortunate that you knew how to be disciplined enough that we're not disagreeable people. So I thank you. You're all my light. I thank you. You're all my light. Thank you. Who else is dude? My man E that fixed my car when it was down. Yo, he ain't even really on social media, but the cat, it was nothing but a bolt that was loose on the battery a certain way that wasn't allowing the energy to do its thing. But the diagnostics real quickly, how he ran it, and was able to identify it. I just want to say thank you and salute to you. Now I'm able to go continue and conclude some of these affairs and scenarios that I was involved with. So thank you to my car mechanic, and that's on strength of Terry Stewart, aka DJ Stu. My family, not only did he show up and come through, but he brought me some sounds as well. And I love him for that, because out of all the cats I've been calling and trying to get all the cats I've been trying to get some sounds from, everybody had a reason on why the fuck we couldn't connect. And I get it. I respect it. Just know, I can't unsee what I saw. And never forget, it's always beautiful when it's beautiful, baby. We live on Illy Ave. I want to give a shout out to Capital A. Capital A. I give you a shout out for having courage to intelligently communicate with me, even in the sound of a debate, but not let that rupture the fabric of our truth. I love you, Capital A, better known as AKA known as Chris Gamble. I love you, man. You're a solid stand-up dude. You feel me? I salute you. And who else, man? It's just a couple more. I got to get out of here. First and foremost, I got to definitely salute my baby sister, Erica. Your investment in your nephew, it goes beyond words. Like, this was a dream come true. You manifested it without my request. It was something you did on your own, which means it had to be part of your dream. And so I want you to know that I love you, sis. Like, true story. I want to definitely give a shout out. I just saw it hit the block, and I'm glad I got a chance to vibrate. Listen, Shaw Redbone, you already know who we are, but running to you last night, you and Kit Kat, I just respect it, man. Like, thank you for that reception. Thank you for that hug, kiss to your face. You are a true version of yourself, even though it took you a minute to realize you better stop playing with me, man. Ain't nobody doing it better than we do. We live on every ad. But nah, I just want to say thank you, man. Thank you for the invite. Thank you for allowing us to have a moment to say what's up. You dig? So salute to you, Shaw Redbone. You dig? Yeah, I'm about to get out of here, man. I want to say more. Oh, Jean-Pierre Shackelford. Yo, my family, Jean-Pierre Shackelford came through. Big Shaq, he came through. So I'm looking forward to what we're about to do. He's a co-visualist. You dig? The video editing and how he's, so as my teammate, and plus he still got bars too. We dig-a-bopping all the way around this piece, yo. We dig-a-bopping everywhere. I told y'all, we live. So, yeah, should have got activated. If Wayne Spencer is out there, I'm coming to see you. Big Spence, I'm coming to see you. You feel me? Just know that. I'm about to pull up on you in a minute. Call me on the horn. 443-REAL-FAITH. 443-REAL-FAITH. Anybody want to talk to me before I hang up real quick or get off these platforms and go handle some more affairs and make more music and all that? If you want to holler at me real quick, say what's up, give a shout out, indoor salute to anyone, yo, call us at 443-REAL-FAITH. Again, that's 443-REAL-FAITH. You got about 3 minutes to make that contact because we out of here and around that same amount of time. So that's what that is, and that's how that's going to be. I want to give a shout out to my baby brother Ratch. Had a chance to chat with her with him. Still making power plays, still going hard, still dropping music. Already got an album written out for 2018. Like, it's already gone. Like, you just need that other thing. And that's why I'm back. I'm going to give a shout out. What's that? All right, so the temperature. Somehow the temperature on you getting hot. So hold on, Instagram. We got to cool you down, baby. Give me a second. Let me grip this up the right way. Hold on, because we about to get off anyway. So it's cool. It's cool if you hot. It's cool. And we'll set this right here like that. And we'll do this like this. Bang, bang. Look at that Instagram. And you got another angle. See, you got the angle right here. Facebook and YouTube right here. YouTube right there. Facebook right there. Yeah, we're doing all that type of thing. But Dave, I'm a very grateful man. So many people that I grew to care about showed me, like, fuck me. And I had to learn how to respect it. At first, I was trying to fight it, like, no, don't say fuck me. No. But nah, fuck me, yo. Fuck me. I'm a man. I don't even got to do none of this parasite little pilgrim fuck shit that everybody see. He's getting next again. See, when you free, you could talk real loose sometimes. Can't nobody do nothing. Y'all saw it, Django. I'm Dango. Fuck Django. I'm Dango. Huh? Trust me. I told y'all, trust me. You feel me? That's what it's about. Trust. A lot of people wanted to be untrustworthy and then told me that was me. I said, no, I'm an honorable man. Not only that, my father's name is Obad. I can't play no games. I'm at least trying to show him something, let alone trying to show him something. Huh? Yo, trust. Trust. I'm right here, cuzzo. I'm about to get out of here, too. I'm about to go smile at some people and shit. You know what I mean? Oh, and to my nephew, Dab. It was good to see you, baby boy. I hate seeing your eye poked out like that. That was kind of fucked up. But it's good to see you. Now it's time to make some decisions, man. As you can see, it's real. Shit is real. Tammy Martin, you are loved. I want you to know that. I want you to know that. I want you to know that. You have been so honorable ever since you walked up and saw me in Greenbrier Mall and we sat down and ate fish. You just been most honorable to me. You shared your family with me. You let them know me. You shared and loved my son as if he was coming out of your own womb just by being cool. Like it wasn't nothing like he was trying to be no mommy. And he just showed love, man. So I want to salute you. I need you to know that. You know what I mean? Shit, that's really it. Everybody else kind of like boycotted me. They kind of like chose not to interact. Oh, before I get out of here, my family, my big brother, Daryl Marquette. That's right. Marquis. Y'all know the Enterprise. Y'all know the Enterprise. Marquis Enterprise. Y'all know that. Come on. Daryl Marquette. Wendy Marquette. Love couple. Y'all remember that when I had the radio show with iHeartRadio back in the day, last year, back in the day. Yeah, the symbol. Anyways, man. Let's get fresh. I'm a free man, so it's time to do business, baby. And again, if I hurt your feelings because you tried to play me with feelings, then stop trying to play me with feelings when you won't have hurt feelings. Let's communicate. Let's talk about some real shit and get at me. You know what I mean? And for everybody that I've been reaching out to, I just want you to know, I'm not doing that shit no more. Please know this as of today. Tomorrow, I'm not doing that shit no more. There's no more putting shit in the inboxes. None of that. I guarantee it, I don't let you motherfuckers ignore me. You won't, like, gas me like I'm fucking tripping. Yo, I gotta go, man. As y'all see, I'm getting a lot of calls right now, meaning we supposed to be doing some business. And so I'm about to go handle my affairs, man. I got things to do. So before I get out of here, let me give y'all a track one more time. Let me give y'all one more game. Because when you see me in the flesh, just know you talking to a free man. Whatever you think you're going to talk about, if it ain't real, don't approach me with it. You probably going to get your feelings hurt. I'm going to say some slick shit. I don't want to hurt nobody, and I definitely ain't trying to be hurt. So let us stay away from each other. I respect what it is. Trust me. I respect it. Let me see. Do I want y'all to hear this? Nah, I ain't gonna let y'all hear that yet. Yo, Cleasy, hit me if you want him to hear that joint, man. Today the only day. I'm gonna go ahead. Yo, I did an anthem with Mr. Columbus, aka Cleasy. Did an anthem. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I have an awesome day. I know I will. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. I'm live on Illy. Enjoy your hanging here, baby. Hey. Y'all see it. That nigga done wrote his life up. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we out of here. I hope y'all doing it like we doing it. Yeah. Cold with it. New love and new budgets. We do it like we do it and y'all love it. Fuck holding grudges, ain't that y'all? I'm back in this bitch, I'm about to have a ball. I'm about to chill like I want to chill. They're gonna ask me how I get a meal. I'ma eat like I wanna eat. I'ma watch them all take a bop to the beat. Woo. Sit with a tall kid, that's a hiney, something fly beside me. And when I come off my fast, at last, that's class. Woo. The most exquisite. You better come to Illy. It's a great place to visit. Yes, baby. Y'all need this. Earn your stripes just like this Adidas jacket. Had it not been for who I was, I would not be me in the flesh. Yes, I'm fresh. Yes, 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 yes. That sounds nervous, right? You think it just all clears up like, yeah. Just had to slow it down. I'm saying bye. These hours don't come no more, man. Not like this. Yeah. What happens now? What happens now? Who you gonna help out? Superman's back. I see. Superman's back. Bye-bye. You take care of yourself now, okay? Remember, everybody was invited. Everybody. Come on. We out of here, yo. You better go rock out. He rocking, yo. Pop, pop, think about. Go ahead. Let me see you think about. Pop, 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 think about. The whole world. Watch. Live